Okay, let's talk Overwatch on console. I was lucky enough to be at Blizzard HQ in Los Angeles last week to try it out for myself. I played on both the PS4 and the Xbox One, so in this video I'm going to cover the graphics, FPS, gameplay, balance, and fun factor in a rapid fire setting. Ready? Go. First up is graphics, and I was pleasantly surprised by how good the graphics looked on console. I play on low graphics settings on my PC at home to get a minimum of 120 FPS at all times. And both consoles looked noticeably better than what I was used to, so I guessed it was sitting in the medium to high range in terms of graphics settings. Leaning more towards high, honestly. A developer who works on the console version then confirmed this for me later. FPS. What's astounding is that despite nailing the graphics on console, there's also zero compromise on frames. The development team set themselves the benchmark of 60 FPS at all times, and my god, they have actually achieved it. It feels butter smooth even in the heaviest of combat, and they've done this by using dynamic resolution scaling, not unlike Halo 5's engine. The native goal is 1080p, which according to Jeff Kaplan, they hit most of the time. And honestly, I didn't notice any resolution downscaling while I was playing, even in intense combat. What sticks out more than anything is that it feels silky smooth to play, while also providing those wow, this game is stunning moments as you're walking back to the front line from spawn. Gameplay. Okay, so it's smooth, but does it actually work on consoles as a shooter? Short answer, yes. While the pacing is noticeably slower compared to PC, that's not to say that it's slow paced by any means. It's purely because on PC, you can do a 180-degree turn instantly and keep track of fast moving enemies with ease, while due to the nature of a controller versus a mouse, it takes a little more time to turn around fully and chase that tracer that just blinked past you in game. It still works though, and nothing feels inherently different from its PC brother. This is still Overwatch through and through, and if you prefer to shoot fools with a controller over a mouse, you're still gonna have a full Overwatch experience on the console of your choice. Let's talk balance. It's worth noting that Jeff Kaplan stated in the interview I did with him that they'll be balancing the PC and console versions separately from each other. Obviously, where appropriate, I'd guess it's gonna be more on the micro level of things, in line with a controller versus a mouse. Macro gameplay and balance will obviously stay congruent across all platforms. The example that Jeff gave was that Torbjorn and Symmetra's turrets were locking on a little too fast for players to turn around in time and react on a console, so they nerfed that a little bit to give players more of a fighting chance. This is a huge win for the game as a whole because PC players don't have to sacrifice potential gameplay tweaks or improvements at the expense of console players, and vice versa. Why every company doesn't do this is beyond me. Finally, the fun factor, and at the end of the day, if you're like me and you prefer the freedom of a mouse and keyboard, you'll stick with the PC version of Overwatch. But if you prefer the ease and accessibility of a console, or just consoles in general, you'll definitely have a great time. And more importantly, you don't have to compromise in any way on the 5-star first-person shooter experience that Blizzard is offering. I couldn't help but have a ton of fun on the console versions of the game, even as a PC guy. Blizzard's commitment to excellence has really shone through with the outstanding visuals, rock-solid FPS, and appropriately tuned gameplay. I could talk about the awkwardness of trying to play Overwatch on a controller as opposed to the huge freedom of the keyboard buttons, but the development team has stated that they're going to allow you to remap buttons individually per hero, which I think pretty much solves all of the awkward controller configuration limitations. Because let me tell you, one control scheme for every hero just isn't going to translate well. But once they patch that in, I can't really see any limitations there, honestly. So thanks for watching till the end. I am the Jez. God bless, and I think you look great today. Not that I can see you, but who really knows? It's the internet. Am I right? Okay, gotta go. Bye.